Hey everyone, Eric with Rockin H and the Diecast Lab. I recently finished this short single axle Freightliner semi and I had a few guys say, how did you do it? Stay with me and I'll explain everything I did. First, I started out with a Winross Freightliner. Stock, nothing fancy. It did have a windbreaker on top of it. I took that out and there were 2 holes left, so I had to fill those in with JB Weld and sand those smooth. And then after it was stripped, I went ahead and drilled holes for hand grabs on both sides. 1 and 2. Here we go. There you can see it. 1 and 2. 1, 2. And then these are straight pins which were bent to fit these holes after I painted it. I painted it just a flat, just basic white because that's pretty typical out here, or at least what I've seen. So just went with white and then mounted it on a DCP frame. This DCP frame, as you see, it was tandem axle, and I cut the rear tandem off right here. You can see the cut line right here, which was right ahead of the 5th wheel plate. So the 5th wheel plate would have been right over here in this area. That's gone, and I used the front tandem, and then the rear I discarded. After I joined these 2 pieces together, I used a deck plate to make it stronger, and then that gave me the short frame. I didn't measure anything to get the length of the frame. I just eyeballed it and thought, this is what I want, and that's what I used. At the back, you can see I goobered up some generic pieces of styrene to give me some spacers here for the rear mud flaps, which came off of something. I suppose these probably came off of a trailer of some sort. That's what I used. Not real glamorous, but it works. Had to shorten up the driveline, no big. Inside here I used a few spacers to make the cab set level on the DCP frame. All of this in here is die-cast, which I said before. It's beautiful, it's awesome, and makes it really, really nice. Glued the cab to the frame and then used some takeoff round fuel tanks that were from, I think, an L9000 Ford, a top shelf replica's L9000 Ford. Painted them black on both sides and then attached them. That was it. And then used some DCP mirrors off of something. I couldn't tell you what these came off of, but they fit. I mean, they kind of fit the window area, and I thought, those look good. So cut them up. Had to shorten them just a little bit to make them fit on both sides, and then used a piece of a clamshell. Used a piece of a clamshell that toys come in for the windshield. You can see here, I got a little carried away with my glue. There's a bit of glue right there. You can see that, but for what purpose this will serve, it's perfectly fine. These marker lights across the top are stock. These are actually probably one of the only plastic things on this whole truck when you get it. And then 2 pieces of aluminum pipe beveled, the smaller pipe stuck inside the big one, and then a piece of solder down here curved to make it look like it's going into the engine compartment. And that is all I did to make this truck. These are Canada Dakota front 2-hole buds, which are freaking really cool to use. These are DCP buds that I bought from a guy. Certainly, if you can find these are probably the best looking front buds you will find. I'm not going to kid. They are worth every penny. I think they're $3 an axle. I definitely recommend these. These are totally awesome. And then the DCP buds. These are hard to find. You can buy them 3D printed on shapeways.com if you so choose to buy them there. I just happened to be at the right place at the right time and bought a bunch of these. And I like to use them on retro looking trucks like this. That is how I made my short frame Freightliner using a Winross cab. Again, Winross cabs are not real glamorous, but doggone it, you can buy them right. And in some cases, they do come with interior. Hello, that is die-cast interior, not plastic. The only pieces of plastic on this cab are the cab markers, the windshield now, the mirrors. I think that might be plastic in there. The wheels for your tires and the fuel tanks, and that's it. Everything else is die-cast or aluminum. Oh, there's a piece of two more pieces of plastic. But anyway, you get what I'm referring to. This is a heavy little truck. Love it. It's totally cool. Definitely recommend them. You should make one. If you haven't subscribed to the Diecast Lab, slide on over to diecastlab.com. Join the party there. Every tutorial I've ever made, plus other goodies, reside there and are waiting for you. Thanks so much. See you next time.